It's the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. This is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Boy, good tough running here by this Virginia Tech running back. The offensive line did their job to give him just enough room there to be able to get vertical and pick up valuable yards and keep this drive alive.
So one play moves the ball to the 41. Another first down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Trying to find some room. It's Bryant. Brought down, but it's past the line of the game.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
And the Hokies with 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Bring the pressure, and down he goes.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Breaking free at the 35. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15.
This is everything you want from an offense. Good job by that offensive line. You give this quarterback time like this to throw, and he's going to make you pay for it. It's exactly what he did right there with the accuracy of that throw.
The Hokies looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass, the catch is made. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Handoff here from the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. Shotgun formation here on third down. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kurt, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Try to add to the lead now to the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A gain makes it second and medium. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Toss play. Back heads to his right. He's got the first and still going.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Dropping back, it's Graves. With the catch, it's Cook. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. First down at the 44.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Pulls it in. It's Cook. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
And the Cyclones will have first and 10 here. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
The Cyclones are in the red zone. Looking to pass here on second down. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
They pick up a completion. It doesn't get big yards, but you know what? Enough for the first down. Let's move the sticks.
First and 10 play coming up. Quick throw. The catch is made. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Scanning the field, it's Braves. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
So Kirk, it's Virginia Tech in the lead. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. Looking to throw again. Touchdown, Cyclones, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. So with playoff pressure, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start at the 25. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. On the run, it's Bryant. Gets the first and still running. Goes out to stiff arm. That carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Ball handed off. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Quarterback in the shotgun. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. They make the stop at the 26, but it's a first down. This offense in good scoring position now.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Looking for some space. It's Bryant. First down, looking for more now. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the Iowa State offense back onto the field now. Passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They'll try the right side on the toss. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, this is a great toss play for the first down. One of the things I love about this play is you get the ball to the back's hands. Now you allow him to see the defense, kind of stretch the defense out, and then get north and south and pick up the first down.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. Back to pass. It's Graves. Catch made over the middle. You bring him down after a short gain there.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Lets it go quickly. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
And now from the pistol formation. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go. Now, give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with the perfect call on this important play coming up. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle, it's Gaines. Make the stop, but good enough for a first down at the 29. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Hokies line up on 1st and 10 now. Gonna run it. It's Bryant. There's a stiff arm. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down for the 14.
Boy, between this offensive line and this back, it's been a lot of fun to watch this offense tonight. You know, he's now over 100 yards on the game tonight. This is an evening he'll remember for a long time.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so they'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Hokies.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. He hands it off from the gun. Nowhere to run up the middle.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that. And hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Graves. Looks to the left, pass caught. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Snags the quick throw. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Looking to throw it on first down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Quick throw caught on the left side. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Hokies will kick it off to begin the second half. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Iowa State offense takes the field now. Looking for a fast start here at the beginning of the third quarter. Down by a couple of possessions. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Yeah, he said, here's 2nd down. Now they'll try the running play off left tackle. And it'll be Smoger right at the line for no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Looking to throw, it's Graves. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. And the Cyclones will try to keep this drive moving.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the 1st down.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
2nd down after that previous play. Looking to throw it again. It's an out route. The catch made. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
The Cyclones keep the football on the move. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. It's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a 1st down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Here's the 2nd down play. Looking to pass. It's Graves. Sideline throw caught and knocked up for a 1st down.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Crucial 3rd down play after that completion. Caught over the middle. It's Cook. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. 1st down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Toss play running right. Great cut. They whiff on him. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Iowa State. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
The extra point is good. We're down by a touchdown, 21-14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. Takes the handoff. It's Bryant. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And the pass is dropped incomplete, but it had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Catch made on the right side. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
For this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
They look to throw it here on second down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Pulls it in. It's Bryant. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a real nice gain there.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
The Hokies pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Short connection to the tight end here. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
So Virginia Tech, Kirk, is on top at the moment. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Boy, as a head coach, you preach fourth quarter offense all year long, the importance of being able to finish out a game. This is a great example. They have secured this football, this drive. They've been able to convert on third downs, and they keep moving this clock. This is a clinic. How to run a 4-minute offense.
The Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. And now the handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
This drive has already taken more than 3 minutes off the clock as we come up on 2nd down. They'll feed the back again. And that's a solid game before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
He's 3rd and short here in the playoff in the 10th play of this drive. Can he make it to the marker? Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the Cyclones offense is back out on the field now. The last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? Lights up a defender. Ball scooped up in the defense. Here he goes. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. The defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. They stretch the lead and get a lot closer to that spot in the national championship game. Potential momentum shift there. They scoop up the fumble and score on it.
Boy, you just got to give credit to this defender for locating the ball, getting his hands on it, and then scooping it and scoring. So often you see guys that just want to go down. This guy realized, hey, I got athletic ability. I can pick it up. I'm going to score myself.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Iowa State offense back onto the field now. Back to throw. It's Graves. It's really in. It's Cook. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by his defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Looking to throw yet again. Delivers quickly to the left side. Got him in the open, hits him right in stride. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Now the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend but don't break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
The receiver makes the catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. They just have to be smart.
See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. Now they come up 2nd and goal from the 3. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. To the air, it's Graves. Looking to the end zone. And they score, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Cyclones.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
And the PAT makes it a 10-point deficit, 31-21. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. grinding away with a running game. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. It's a quarterback keeper. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, Chris, this is what makes college football so exciting. If you have an athlete like this in the backfield, it's a matter of time before he's going to break one open and make the defense pay. What a run by this quarterback.
3rd down after that running play. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Oh, and he didn't get there. The defense makes a stop against this excellent 3rd down offense. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Hokies will line up to punt it away. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. Here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 42. Looking downfield, it's Braves. That's caught. It's Cook. Brought down. It crosses midfield to the 46. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the 1st.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pass rush gets home.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Trapped again in the pocket.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Here they come on 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack they gave up early. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking for a late deep shot. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. And the offense calls time now with 29 seconds remaining. They'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Trying for a 4th down completion. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Could take it all the way. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Hokies. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Oh, and that's another touchdown for this offense. They continue to go out there and battle. I want to see what this handshake's going to be like after the game. I don't know how the opposing coach feels about this late score.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the 4th. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Iowa St, 21.
And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. 25. Here's the toss play now, running to the right. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.